Chimney and Fireplace Success Network, a weekly broadcast sponsored by CVC Coaching, hosted each week by industry speaker, coach, author, and educator Jerry Eisenhower. Our presentations are produced to assist business owners and managers in turning their business dreams into their business realities. And now, here's your host, Jerry Eisenhower.
Hey, and this is Jerry Eisenhower coming at you again from the Chimney and Fireplace Success Network. Hey, I want to share with you an idea today. Would you like more business? Would you like more higher-end business? I'm going to give you a little secret of how to do this. And you know, the great thing about this is something you could actually do to promote your business to a whole new level that won't cost you a dime. It won't cost you anything. Now, you could put some money into this, and I'll talk about it as we go forth. But it's a great idea of how to build your authority. It's a great idea of how to build your authority up within your community. And who's your community? Your community is the people that will buy from you or may buy from you, the prospects for your business. And what is this great idea? The first thing I'm going to ask you is, they always say that a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, here's my question to you. What do you think 1 minute of video is worth to you? How many words do you think it's worth? According to the people that I consult with in the classes that I go to, and some of these are pretty high-level classes, 1 minute of video is equal to speaking 1.2 million spoken words. 1 minute of video. Now, when I say the word video, you may be thinking this is through television or other means, and no, it's not. The number one medium today for television is electronic transmission. This is through your YouTube channel, maybe, but it's also through your social outreach efforts, and it's through your websites, and that is video. It's how you can speak to your community. And see, it goes all kinds of ways. You know, this day and time on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram, do you realize you can broadcast live on each of these mediums? It doesn't cost you a dime. It's going to get your message out. So doing live videos is one way to do this. Another is doing regularly scheduled videos of yourself, giving your community advice in your area of expertise, sending the word out. So your fireplace is smoking. This could be the reasons. So your house smells horrible after you use the fireplace. You could be giving them the answers. So you have an odor issue every time it rains. We all know the reason for that, but your customer doesn't. All they know is it stinks and it's miserable and their friends notice it. But again, these are all the things that you can share with your clientele. Now, you can step it up a level because on all the social media, whichever way you want to call it, you can also do something called boosting. Boosting means that you pay a small fee, you pick out the demographics of the people you want to see this video, and all of a sudden it's going to land on people's desktops and on their mobile devices wherever they are coming at them. And all this is done at a very, very reasonable figure. Now, is it something that's going to give you instant gratification? In other words, are hundreds of people going to call you as soon as this video goes out? Hey, probably not. But what it does do is it builds that marvelous thing that every business owner ought to be looking at. And what that wonderful thing is that they all ought to be looking at is, how do I get my message out? How do I get the message out to people? How do I get people to listen to the wisdom that I can share? See, that's the whole thing. It's like my friend Steven over here. He's my producer, okay? And Steven's even got his own microphone now. We're going to tune Steven in today. So, Steven, let me ask you a question. What do you think about video? I know we're doing a podcast right now, which is made to hit a certain way. But tell me what, you're a younger person. Does video catch your attention?
Absolutely.
Have you recently done a video?
Yes.
Have you done live?
Yes.
So what do you do?
Live.
So you do a couple different jobs. I know that you work at a radio station. So did you recently do one?
Yes.
And did you have passion in it?
Yes, I did.
What caused you to have that passion?
I think it's because I was passionate about what I was doing and I was comfortable with what I was
comfortable?
doing.
Was it amazing when you saw people on your video and replying to you?
Yes, it's actually a really amazing feeling.
Did it make you feel good?
Yes, it did.
I mean, even when did anybody ask you anything that just blew you away?
Yeah, they did.
What they asked you?
They said, "Why can't you be more passionate about other things?"
Well, that big guy that you're possibly broadcasting with right now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. See, the whole thing was, this is what I heard from Stephen. Stephen, as a rule, is not a real passionate guy, but all of a sudden, he did a Facebook Live because he does a couple different things. One of them is, you were doing a karaoke show that night, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
So he was doing a karaoke show, so he was broadcast out, and I found out Stephen is passionate about karaoke, and so it really is. It kind of blew me away. So, Stephen, what would you add in about the value of video?
It's a great way to get more people to talk to, even just talk to. My whole thing with video is this. You talk about you don't want to spend money on your product or you don't have enough money. Video is free. Facebook is free. So, you're doing a podcast or you're running a business. You know what you do? You go on video and you start talking to people on your video. It's real simple. I mean, I know a friend of mine does it all the time. He has a dryer vent company and he goes places and cleans dryer vents. And when he sees a bad dryer vent, he posts that and does a Facebook Live video on it and gets people going, you need to clean your dryer vent. And it gets people thinking.
It does, because what it does, and what it also does is it puts you on a face-to-face basis with who your customer is. See, a lot of times today, that's what people want to know. When I buy an airline tickets, and I fly on American Airlines. The reason I fly on American Airlines, because if you're going to fly out of Charlotte, there's not a lot of other choices.
No.
There's really not. So American Airlines is it. Now, when I'm just, I have never met Mr. American Airlines. I've never broken bread with Mr. American Airlines. To even know who the owner of American Airlines, I would need to go there. Why do I buy my tickets on American Airlines? Because I'm forced into it. They basically own the Charlotte Douglas International Airport. If you're going to fly to Charlotte Douglas, you're pretty well going to be there unless you want to take a Delta flight to 2 locations, a Southwest flight to 1 or 2 locations, a United flight. But if you're going to get a direct flight out of Charlotte, anywhere in the United States, you're pretty well going to be on American Airlines. So they have what's called a captive audience. Now, how did they get that captive audience? At one time, that was a U.S. airport. And if you flew out there in those days, it was a U.S. Air. Before that, it was a Piedmont. So how did they get their markets? Same way Amazon is moving into the grocery business. They buy a successful company and expand onto it. This is why Google owns YouTube today. Okay? But this is the problem. We're small business America. I don't think any of us have the capacity to buy every competitor up in the marketplace and get them under our brand. So what you've got to do is make yourself exceptional. You've got to stand out in the marketplace. You've got to stand out in your community. You've got to be known as an authority. So how can you do that? It's going to involve talking to your community. It's going to involve your social presence. It's your social posts, the things you say. And you've got to remember this, there's things you could say that could come back to hurt you. So you want to make sure that when you're putting the message out, it's the right message. It catches people and provides them what they need and shows that you are an authority in your marketplace. So folks, try it. You got people out there that are waiting to hear from you. Is it going to take a little bit of discipline? Yeah. To get online, to do a video, yeah, it takes a little discipline. A lot of people are scared of a video camera. I don't know why. For some reason, it's just like these microphones. You ever seen anybody, Stephen, that's scared of a microphone?
Yes.
I mean, really, it's like they're afraid this thing is going to jump back in their face or it's going to bite them or something else. So let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. If you're broadcasting out and you're talking right now, you have no idea who's listening to us, right?
Yeah.
So tell me what's in your mind that makes you where you can speak on a microphone.
I guess just passionate. I have passion for what I do.
Yeah.
So I should be able to speak about it.
Should be able to speak. That's it.
Yeah.
And are you worried about making a mistake?
No.
You don't. See, that's the whole thing. When you're doing live, you're going to make some mistakes. I'm a public speaker. I stand in front of a lot of people and I make presentations. Once I've made it, it's live, it's done. And I got two ways to go about it. If I make a mistake, then I got to figure, how do I recover? Am I going to apologize? Am I going to go forward? Am I maybe going to make a joke out of this? If you've ever watched me in a presentation, I'm the world's worst speller. It's almost a contest sometimes. I'm going to have all my slides correctly spelled on a PowerPoint presentation, okay? So what do? I make a joke out of it. If I see the misspelled word up there, it's like, hey, I make a joke out of that every time. So that's what you've got to do. But I'm telling you, folks, if you can start to use social media, doing it effectively, if you can do this in the form of videos, it's going to be amazing how you're going to promote yourself out and how this is going to help take your business to an entirely new level. So that's our hot tip for the week here from the Chimney and Fireplace Success Network. And what we want you to do is we want you to benefit from the time you spend with us. Let us know how we can help you. Follow us at cvccoaching.com. Check out our educational platform. Check out our Facebook posts, our blogs, the books I've written. I recently released one that's called Standardizing Standard Operating Procedures. It's not about selling books. All you got to do, if you'd like to have a copy, is send me an email. Jerry at cvccoaching.com. I'll be more than happy to send you a free electronic ebook of my latest book, Standardizing Standard Operating Procedures. So that's what it's all about. I want to share what I can to help you in your business. My name's Jerry Eisenhower, cvccoaching.com. I'm waiting to hear from you right now. Give me a call. Let me know how we can help you take your business dreams and turn them into your business realities. Talk to you next time.
Thanks for joining us here each week at the Chimney and Fireplace Success Network, sponsored by CVC Coaching, providing you the coaching and educational outreach services you need to move to your dream destination in business and in life.